The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
To run their mouths about politics. Politics, schmalitics. Well, little did you know, they can run their mouths about other stuff as well. This is the Mark G Show. They have a natural curiosity about just about everything, from aliens, the paranormal, to the biggest natural disasters that have ever occurred on planet Earth, and everything in between. Two brothers from another mother ripping it up. And, oh no, we don't record the show. We have the balls to do it live. Call into the show at 207-370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
What is going on? TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and now Twitter. Welcome into the Mark G Show. Boy, what a show do we got for y'all today. Last week, we blew Zach's mind and ruined his 90s. Oh, it was a beautiful day that day. Or should I say evening? Well, and today, we're going to ruin a lot of you guys' call-outs today because if your boss is watching, they're going to know some of the most ridiculous, weirdest, most insane things that people have used to call out of work. That's right. Today, we're talking about all the weird excuses people have used to call out of work. And let me say, I've only read like 3 of these things so far, and they're stupid as all hell. Like, who would even think people would use these excuses? So, yeah, we got all that right here on the show on the Mark G Show. But first, let me get the introductions out of the way, and then I'll give you all my disclaimer, and we'll start the show. We have my brother from another mother, the only white guy that I know that has an afro, better broken athlete, also known as Gary G. What's going on, Gary? How are you?
It's like my hair's always mentioned when I got it pulled back. That's the funniest shit ever. But everything is good, man. Everything is good. I can neither confirm nor deny that I've ever used any of tonight's excuses for calling out of work.
Gotcha. And then down below, we have Zach, the guy who's got all the baby mamas and all the sugar mamas chasing him on TikTok. What's going on, Zach?
Man, I'm good. And hey, it wasn't just that night that you ruined my 90s. You also did it today before this podcast. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Did you like that one I shared to you about Mario?
No, man. It pissed me off.
You know, Mario never said, it's to me, to Mario. It never happened.
Oh,
no, those are not Mario's words. I cannot remember what it said, but because Mario was made in Japan, Mario is obviously not a true Italian, and Mario's Japanese.
so did he say it in Japanese?
No. What was it that he said, Zach? Go ahead. Tell us.
I don't even remember. It was something.
Already a repressed memory?
Yes. Yes. It was sad. It was saddening when you find out about Mario never said it's a me to Mario. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can pull up the audio here real quick. Because I think I got it from when I sent it to Zach. Oh, no. You know what? I got it on TikTok. Hold on. So I got a message. Matter of fact, that was sent to me by our good friend KC. You know, Zach, your buddy old pal KC over there sent it to me.
Yeah.
He's like, this one's for Zach. Hold on. Let's see.
He doesn't really say, it's a me, Mario. Wait, what? Yeah, since Nintendo's based in Japan. Okay. In Japanese, itsumi means superb or super. So really, he was saying Super Mario, not it's a me.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, man. So we have that. We have that. Destroy everybody's Mario stuff on them.
I like that, though. That's good.
Right? So now let me get a disclaimer out of the way, and I'll explain to everybody how tonight's show will work. Let me get a disclaimer. The disclaimer is pretty simple, folks. Everything you're going to hear on the show tonight is the opinions of myself, my brother, and any guests that we have on the show. And you can do as you please with those opinions and do your own research. If we decide to talk about anything that you should research, do your own research. And I say do your own research on everything, even mainstream media, do your own research and come up with your own conclusion. But as far as this show goes, this is 100% for entertainment purposes only. Blake over on TikTok, I see you, my man. How you doing? Now, as far as how the show is going to work tonight, yes, we have a phone number that you can call into the show. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or Twitch, you can call in at 207-370 5852. That's 207-370-5852. And then if you're over on TikTok, if you are able to go live and you want to join on the show, feel free to request a box. All I ask is that you mute yourself when you come into the box. And if you want to say something, just raise your hand. We'll call on to you in the show and you'll be able to chat. Now, let's get into this. Gentlemen, before I start reading off these people's excuses, I'm going to go around the board real quick and say, hey, Gary, what was the biggest excuse you have ever used yourself to call out of work?
I mean, I don't even know, dude. I know I've been late, super late, and just used the standard, oh shit, I thought I had my alarm turned on, but I didn't. Then I overslept. But I mean, I'm sure I used some really horrible ones back in my early 20s. I really can't remember. If I knew you were going to ask me that question, I probably would have put a little more thought into it, but I can't. I don't have anything right off the top of my mind that's jumping out at me right now. If I do remember something, I'll say it later.
You'll blur it out. Okay. And Zach, same question goes for you, my man.
I usually just said, hey, I'm fucking not coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's none of their fucking business why I'm calling out. Fuck you.
I like that.
Touche.
I like that.
Right. So I can't say I really had any creative call-outs, but I've had a creative exit from a business. Prior to my wife and I starting up our cleaning company here, when things were starting to finally go really well, I was working for a company, Aaron Sales and Lease. And I was in the middle of the sales floor and I was thirsty. But the wife was at a customer's location and this customer is being a pain in the ass. So she called me. I was telling me about this. I was like, listen, I'll figure a way. We'll handle it. I will be there. I looked at the general manager at the time. Mind you, I'm a sales manager, the only manager on the floor other than the GM. I looked down and said, man, I'm thirsty. I'm going across the street to grab a soda. I'm still grabbing that soda to this date. So that's how that went for me. And since then, been running my business now strong and proud. So I guess I can't complain. It's probably the best freaking soda run I've ever had in my life.
I remember when I was running a call center, I used to manage a inside sales call center, had about 30 employees at a time. And it was a boiler room, straight up boiler room, legit. You have to make 150 calls a day. It was hot as shit in there. The fans barely worked. Like, it was not a fun work environment. And so we would just hire a bunch of people. And it happened on many occasions where people on their first day would leave for lunch
and just never come back.
And just never fucking come back. Like, that was really common. So kind of relates to your go out for a drink, you know?
Right. Well, Piper says, laugh my ass off, left to go get milk. Huh? Yeah, I guess you could say I left to go get milk, Piper. I guess you could say I left to go get milk. Kaylin says that she still has not gotten back from her lunch from AT&T 4 years ago. Elmo over here saying hi. What's going on, Elmo? Welcome in, my man. Welcome in. My dad is still getting smoked. Oh, dear God.
Sorry, Mindy. Must have been some smokes in Connecticut or some shit.
No, I think Daddy had to travel to Japan.
Well, you know, I am guilty of this. When my daughter was first born, I would use that excuse. I'd be like, oh, my daughter's got it. I have to go get my daughter. You know, she threw up at the babysitter's house, and I have to go pick her up. Daughter's mom doesn't go get her. So,
all right.
Use the kid as an excuse. All right. Well, I mean, using the kid as an excuse is better than this excuse that happened. Okay, so the first report I'm pulling up is actually from the Reader's Digest. And these are legit excuses that they've heard from general managers and other managers across the U.S. So you use your daughter as an excuse, but yet there was an employee that couldn't come in one day because his llama wouldn't stop barfing. His llama.
Oh.
Right. Piper says when people realized they were dealing with handling death claims, they would leave for lunch and quit. Oh, dear God.
I could see that.
Right. So a sick llama, I guess, folks, listen, if you really want to call out of work, you could try the sick llama. I'm not sure. Would you guys believe a sick llama?
I mean, they got to live in Texas, right? Can't you have exotic pets in Texas?
I think so. Yeah. I think in Texas.
Like it's
you
not
can have-
illegal there. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe you can have llamas in Texas. You can have monkeys. I would love to have a fucking pet monkey, man.
You can have pet lions and shit out there.
Yeah, you're saying you'd love to have a pet monkey until it turns on you and eats your face off like that one lady back in the fucking 90s.
Dude. Wasn't she feeding that thing like Valium or some shit? She was giving that monkey like booze and pills, I believe.
Oh, that monkey was living the high life.
Dude, he literally ripped her face off and ate it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Major says that excuse would never work in my job. Mindy says I want a pet tiger. A guy named Zach and I had a pet zebra and ate his arm. Oh, damn.
That's gnarly. Have you heard about that one, Zach?
Mm-mm.
I'll have to look into that one.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I think he bit his arm off. I think I did hear that. Yeah.
That's freaking
Literally,
crazy.
he bit his arm off.
That's crazy. You imagine
That's
having-
pretty gnarly.
right? I mean, well, it is said that cats are like the one pet that will literally wait about a week after you pass. If you pass in your home, they will wait a week and then they will start eating you. And
Well,
they will start-
they'll be hungry. Nobody will have fed them
they
in a
start eating
week.
you, but they start eating you at your face.
Ooh.
Cats are assholes.
They literally start eating you at your face, dude. You
That's
imagine? Like, so you're sitting there, rotten corpse, 3 weeks into your home before your family realize you pass. You have, we'll say, 3 or 4 cats, and they come in. You're completely unidentifiable because your cats have just been having lunch, dinner, breakfast, and everything all up in your grill.
Oh, fuck that.
So maybe that's a good excuse to call out of work, because I wanted to say that one because this leads us into the next call out.
Which is
That an employee has called in sick because he ate cat food instead of tuna and was deathly ill. Now, I have eaten a dog treat by accident, and that will never happen again. Has anybody in here eaten pet food before?
No.
nope.
No? No one's
Nope.
accidentally or just said, fucking, I want to try.
I had friends who would eat milk bone just to like eat the milk bone and show that they could eat the kibble, but I haven't done that.
No, not at all. Piper says my boyfriend is a cop and he found a dash on inside its owner's corpse and popped out. Oh, damn.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's freaking crazy. I'm going to
Oh
read
my
that one more time just for people at Apple and Spotify can hear it. It says, Piper over on TikTok wrote, my boyfriend is a cop and he found a dash hound inside its owner's corpse and it popped out of his shoulder. You imagine being a law enforcement officer on that call, walking in, and you're seeing like this gut just popping up and down. All of a sudden, the head of a dog. Oh my God, what a way to go.
That's gnarly. Like
That
that's
is
legit gnarly.
Oh man, Major says that's why I have a Doberman. My whole family would be notified within an hour. I've ate dog treats when I was little. LOL. Oh man, was EMT for many years. The stories I could tell. Oklahoma girl says, "Oh man, we're gonna have to do another podcast about some of these type of stories, man." But let's move on to the next call out. See if these ones don't get any better from the Reader's Digest. I have an even better one that actually people typed out that they did. So this one here, damn. So there was an employee who called out of work because they got stuck in the blood pressure machine at the grocery store and they couldn't get out. You think that's a liable one? You know what I'm talking about, right? The blood pressure machine.
Mm-mm.
So you go into like the pharmacy and you got the little blood pressure machine. You stick your arm in, you're sitting down, and it checks
Yeah,
your blood pressure. Yeah, they said they said they got stuck in that. Whether or not it's believable, my wife is saying she thinks that one's legit.
I mean, that's a good excuse.
It is.
It
a
is
good
pretty good. I like it.
excuse, but I think as a manager, I would be like, all right, man, if this is absolutely true, can you get the store manager there to confirm this for me? Can you legitimately go get the store manager and let them tell me that you're legitimately stuck inside of a freaking blood pressure machine.
I mean,
Fuck that, dude.
yeah.
Like, I feel like your arm would just get so numb and
Right.
like it would just fall off eventually because all the blood pressure's gone.
Right. So my wife says they're stuck in the machine. How the hell are they going? Because at that point, if you're legitimately stuck in a blood pressure machine, there should already be staff there trying to help get you out, right? You can't just be sitting there with a fucking arm stuck in a blood pressure machine.
No,
Just
dude,
sitting there.
you lose.
Oh,
You
hold on.
literally lose that arm.
Hey, boss. Yeah, I'm stuck in this blood pressure machine, and it's going to be a bit to like figure out how to get out of here. Their staff's busy, so they can't help me. No, they got to be helping them already. So you should be able to say, hold on here. Want to confirm it? Here's an employee. Here, can you tell my boss I'm stuck?
I mean, also in those situations, you're probably panicking, so you're not thinking about like, oh, let me call my boss real fast. Like,
True. True. Oh, man. All right, let's see here. All right, so this one sounds like, oh, wait, I'd tell you to wait until I was out. That was the wife telling me. So this one I can almost believe because we've had employees slip and slide, fall and smash their arms and break their toes playing just TikTok scavenger hunt. So this one, an employee broke his arm reaching to grab a falling sandwich. What do you think? Believable, non-believable?
I mean, it depends.
Some people are pretty clumsy, dude.
Right?
Huh?
I mean, I'm one of them. I'm clumsy
Maybe he was a neat freak and didn't want to make a mess, so he tried to catch it and slipped and fell.
That is true. All right. Oh, dear God. An employee has claimed his grandmother poisoned him with ham.
He poisoned them. Like injected like something inside the ham and fed it to him?
Can you? I mean, if you're doing a big booty ham, maybe.
I mean, what did you do to piss off grandma?
Dude, speaking of grandma, did you hear the news story about a grandma here in Maine? I guess she's made national news. So her house is being broken into. And the guy was trying to rob her, and he literally held her up by the neck and said that he was gonna her.
Oh.
She grabbed a freaking shoe and just started going to town on him to the point when he finally gave up. You know what she does for him? She gave some crackers and milk while they waited for the cops. Legit.
Oh.
She gave him crackers and milk while she waited for the cops to show up to arrest him. Now, if that ain't Maine, I don't know what.
Yeah, right.
Because crackers, if that ain't grandma, I don't know what it is. Because I remember my grandparents, at least on the G side, that's what they used to do before we go to bed. We'd have crackers and milk before we go to bed. That was always the nighttime snack, was crackers and milk.
Right.
Dude, speaking of crackers, did you ever put like cake icing on top of your crackers?
I have not. I've done peanut butter.
Dude, icing on crackers was like my kid's snack, bro. It was so fucking good.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I haven't had any cake frosting in a minute, but I might just try that.
Dude,
I mean, that's just so good. It's super potent.
You try it and let me know. I'm telling you, it's gonna
Wait, what kind of crackers though? My wife
diabetes.
was asking, was it graham crackers or regular?
regular round. What is it? Ritz.
Ritz crackers. You put cake frosting on Ritz crackers?
Dude, don't knock it till you fucking try it.
I see graham cracker, but Ritz crackers?
Nah, dude. Salty and sweet, so good.
Really? Piper's got cake icing on animal crackers that are legit. That sounds yummy.
I mean, I would try it on a graham cracker too. That would probably be fucking bomb.
Graham cracker would be fucking dope, man. I mean,
damn it.
Oh, that just sounds delicious.
I'm trying to be good. You're not helping, Zach. You're not helping, dude.
My wife just said, hello, Dunkaroos. I think she's... Dude,
right?
Piper's talking about cake icing on animal crackers are legit. My wife's like, hello, Dunkaroos. Yeah, Dunkaroos is essentially crackers and cake
frosting.
icing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dunkaroos are so good, man. So fucking delicious. So much sugar, though.
So much.
I wasn't really a Dunkaroos fan, man.
All right, so this one, I can't believe how you'd accidentally do this, but an employee couldn't come into work because they accidentally got on a plane.
Okay, for one, if you were already at the airport, you obviously had something scheduled. So how do you accidentally get on a fucking plane?
Right? So as we were talking about crackers, by the way, I popped it up over here on Facebook. John Tibbetts over on Facebook posted saltines and country crock butter. Putting butter on saltine crackers.
I mean, butter's pretty bomb.
Butter is damn bomb. But you can't really consider country crock butter, though.
Oh, that's the margarine, huh?
Yeah, that's the margarine.
Yeah.
You really can't consider that butter.
Nah, real butter all the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tibbetts, you're fucked up on that one. Eating that margarine.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's like fucking Wendy's French fries, dumping it. And
Hey, just the tip,
There
Zach.
we go,
Just
Zach.
the
All
tip.
right, just the
Dunking
tip.
it.
We knew it, Naz.
dumping it in your frosty. Wendy's French fries and your frosty.
What?
I mean, I could
Oh,
go
man.
with that.
I mean,
I could go
mayonnaise
with
and
that.
French fries, yes. But French fries and ice cream?
Dude, like I said,
dude.
don't knock it.
That
Salty sweet. Salty sweet.
I guess. I mean, I do like M&Ms and peanuts mixed together in a trail mix, but
Hey,
I mean-
just don't dip it. All right, dunk it.
McFiddle-de-diddle says mayo and French. Yeah, McFiddle-de-diddle, mayo and French fries are fucking bomb. You got to remember too. I'm from Frenchtown. Oh wait, my wife says you might like that because you like vinegar on your French fries. Just make some soggy. Listen, vinegar on French fries are bomb, and no one can mock it until they try it. Like you put salt and pepper and friggin' vinegar on that shit. Those French fries are freaking bomb. Those French.
Is that a
fries.
main thing only?
It might be a Maine thing. Let's ask chat. Anybody who's watching right now, if you're from Maine, don't answer because obviously I don't want your answer right now. But if you're not from Maine, if you guys ever tried vinegar and French fries, vinegar and fries, if you have, post in the chat. If not, then no.
You go to the fucking fair. That's all you can. Oh, dude, that's my favorite fair food is vinegar.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All
Caitlin says she drenches her French fries in vinegar. My wife says no soggy French fries for me. So she don't like the soggy French fries. Ruben over on TikTok says absolutely not. All right. Speaking of vinegar, I'm probably next month. I'm not sure yet. I got to look into the product, but I'm going to be buying this berry. And we're going to go live when we're live over here doing a podcast. I'm going to try. Supposedly this is a magical berry that when you eat 2 halves, you can sit there and eat a whole lemon, and that lemon would taste sweet the whole time. It takes away the sourness from food.
Okay, Willy Wonka.
No, I saw this on Shark Tank, dude. It's a legit berry. It's on Shark Tank. They even got they got like 3 sharks in on it. So like, it's legit. So I'm gonna buy it and we're gonna try it.
Is it like a new berry or something?
I don't know. I know that the guy's a chef and his buddy lost a shit ton of weight because his buddy was a big time sweet eater. He loved his sweets. So his buddy tried out this berry and he lost a shit ton of weight because he didn't have to eat sweets anymore because he took 2 of those berries and ate all healthy shit and made it taste sweet to him. It's interesting. Like they were drinking apple cider vinegar and the apple cider vinegar tasted sweet and everything else to them.
Interesting.
Right. So I'm going, I got to look over here. That would be a negative. Is this the one that makes you shit for days? Yellow dragon. It is not yellow dragon fruit. You lost me at magical berry. You just go, I got you. Welcome in, everybody. Have you tried cotton candy green grapes? I have not. I love green grapes.
You
I love
lost me
grapes
shit
in general.
days.
But can they help me call out of work is the question.
Can they help you call it a word? Well, if they
Well, I mean,
cannot.
I mean, that fucking dragon fruit could if it makes you shit for days. I am not going into work if I'm fucking pissing out my ass for days. All right.
Listen, Zach.
Probably a good idea.
I have an excuse for you, Zach, when you call out of work next time. There was once an employee who had a lucky night, didn't know where he was in the morning. You could always use that as an excuse, Zach. Or have you? Because I'm seeing your brain working right now.
Dude, I literally don't go. I'm always home, bro. I don't do shit, bro.
I'll say that y'all heard it. Zach is always home. So the next time he cancels up on us for an event that we do on TikTok, says he has things to do, we know he's lying to us.
Actually, no.
Actually, no. Let's move on, though. So who was it that talked about the employee called out twice for the same relative who passed away? It was you, Zach, right?
That was me, yeah.
All right. So here's an excuse someone has used to call out of work. An employee had to attend the funeral of his wife's cousin's pet because he was an uncle and a pallbearer.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Huh.
Who? So you're an uncle and a pallbearer of your wife's cousin's pet. Damn. I don't know if that's believable.
I mean, I have heard of people calling out of work for their pet's like funeral or
Right,
cremation.
for their pet. But for your
Also,
wife's cousin?
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, for your wife's cousin? Come on now. All
His
right.
hog passed away. We're having a cookout later.
All right, let's see what we got on there. Next one is if I still work if there's a funeral because my parents forced me. Oh, gotcha, Mary. Right? Jess says receipts. I want to see receipts on that as well.
For sure.
All right,
I mean,
so
dude, there's a reason that works make you bring an obituary to work now.
right.
After you-
Obituaries, doctor notes, they make you bring it all. All right, next one. An employee said that someone glued her doors and windows shut so she couldn't leave the house to come to work. Now, listen, it depends. How long have you worked there? Do we know if you and your friends are big time pranksters? Because if you got a bunch of prankster friends, I can see that as a legit excuse. But if this is your first time ever calling out and you're kind of uptight type, I don't see that excuse working.
Not gonna work.
You're not going to work at all?
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Right. Major says actually they can't legally make you do that, and you are allowed 7-day grievance time off. I fought a secretary because she didn't believe me. My sister was in a coma, and I called off to say bye. Oh wow,
That's fucked up,
that is fucked up.
That is very fucked up.
man.
All right. Well, on the fucked up things, an employee's false teeth flew out of the window while driving down the highway.
I mean, that could happen.
Can it? I mean, if
Dude,
your
I
head's
mean, if
out
they're-
hanging
if
out the
they're not-
window.
Dude, if they're not in there good enough and you fucking, maybe you want to get a
Cough.
little breathe. Yeah, you could cough, sneeze.
Sneeze. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I
Scream
mean, dude, that
singing.
can happen. That can happen.
Mick Fiddle saying she believes that one.
Yeah.
Jess is scream singing, right? How fast were they going, Pirate? They had to have been breaking the speed limit.
Nah.
You
You
know,
got your window down, you sneeze, you go, achoo, out the window, and then your dentures fly out. It's believable.
All right. You guys calling that one believable?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we'll keep it then. All right. Here's the next one. An employee refused to come to work because his fish was unwell.
No.
I mean, typically when a sick fish is unwell, it just starts floating on top of the water.
Yeah. There's no unwell fish.
No,
There's either alive or it's floating on top of the water. That's it.
yeah, I'm going to say that fish is floating. Rick says, I can't wear dentures. I have a gag reflex, LOL.
Hey.
Oh, Jess over there laughing. Is it like a shark? I don't know, Jess.
It was like one of them, like those fighting fish that are super expensive.
It doesn't specify the fish.
Yeah, right.
Fighting fish?
Dude, they have Chinese fighting fish, and they're beautiful. They look awesome, and you can't put more than one in a tank, or they'll fight.
Really? Are they like the koi's? Are they big and beautiful like koi's? Or
They're like pretty dope. Like they have like long, like luscious looking like fins and stuff. Looks like pretty dope hair. Yeah, they're pretty cool looking fish.
Man, the way you're talking about that fish, brother. Are you sitting there where they're going a little boiling right now?
Yeah, I got a little semi over fighting
Yeah,
fish.
I figured as much. Let's move on. That's called a beta fish, Major says. So it's the beta fish, which makes sense. Beta male. But moving on, an employee claimed the ozone in the air flattened his tires. Now, wait a minute. That can be somewhat believable. As someone who lives in Maine and we go from hot and cold weather, one big thing does happen to us. Our tires do lose pressure where we have to put more air into it because of the change of the temperature in the tires. Now, does it go fully flat? No, but it does lose about 10 to 15 pounds. So
Not flat though.
not flat though. Was he out of work for a week before he had to go in and just I don't know. Let's see. The next one an employee used was bowling the game of his life and couldn't make it to work.
I mean, dude, if there's money on the line and
Let
it's a
him do
shit, I'm calling the fuck off. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Piper says my boss is a C unit and she needed proof when my power went out last week. That's messed up. Like, how are you gonna prove? How do you prove your power went out? I mean, because you could just shut off your lights and say my power went out.
I was about to say you can't take a picture and fucking send it to them. They'd be like, okay, well, turn back on now.
Right.
You'd have to literally record a video of like you turning the light switch on and off and nothing happening.
Right. Well, then you can just flick your brakes down.
Flip the breakers.
Your breaker off to make it look like that too. There's
Hey,
ways.
whatever it is, what it is, you know.
Absolutely not. The beer just tasted good, right? But Major, Major says my power went out and I had to back up generators, so we're good showing up to work. That's called Amish picture, right? Oh dear God, Kaylin. All right, here we go. Next one is an employee had been at the casino all weekend and still had money left to play with on Monday morning.
Oh, well.
Oh, they just wanted to continue gambling. So
why couldn't you go in on Monday then?
I guess they wanted to re-gamble the rest of that money. I mean, if you think about it, they didn't lie. They legitimately said, listen, boss, oh wait, Fractured Reality says, take a picture of your, I just saw this over here and hold on YouTube. Take a video of your power meter.
I don't have a power meter, I don't think.
You do have a power meter. Everybody has a power meter.
I don't know where it is.
You don't. Where does your power run into your house?
That's a good question. I'm going to have to.
Do you have, wait a minute, Gary.
I mean, we have power.
You could have underground power though. Do you have power lines outside of your house? Do you have telephone poles?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of those telephones has to run to your house.
I'm sure it does.
To a box on the outside of your house, and that box that it connects to on the outside of your house is going to be where your power meter's at.
What the fuck? I don't think I've.
How long have you lived in that house, Gary?
Hey, Mark, I'm blocking this dude right here.
Okay,
5 years.
5 years. You've never changed.
I'm going to as soon as this podcast is done, I'm going to go look at my power meter because I know I got one, but I don't think I know where that bitch is.
Oh dear God. All right. Well, that's interesting.
Well, I know where my internet comes in. It's probably right where they connected my internet because there's some stuff over there. But
it depends. Because ours does run in a basement, so it might. But that's interesting.
It's on the side. I know the internet is on the side, but
yeah, your power box is probably on the side as well.
God damn, I'm fucking retarded. Jesus Christ.
Rick Carp says, does everybody have a smart meters now? I do like the old meters back, Rick. I will say we have the smart meters here, and our light bill, we're kind of going off course, but I can tell you that our light bill here in Maine has almost 10 times fold what it used to be when I first started paying for electricity on myself. We are now looking at like $400 a month light bill.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We have a monopoly power company here. We're only allowed. See, let me ask you this, Gary Zach. How many power companies do you have a choice from in your state? How many power companies can you choose?
I'm looking it up right now because I really don't know.
Yeah, look it up.
Well,
we only have one.
In the state that we're in, or like the city that we're in?
Well, yeah, in your state or in your city. It doesn't matter.
I think in the city that I'm in, we only have one.
Okay, but in your whole state, you have more than one?
I think so.
Interesting.
Electricity supplier, right?
Right. Well, now there's electricity suppliers and there's electric companies.
I know
fractured reality. Does your electric bill come with Vaseline?
because I know
I might need it.
Because I can think of 2 of them in Ohio. There's AEP Ohio, and then there's Guardian Power and Light.
So yeah, we have a company out here in Maine. It's called CMP, and it's the only company, and they cover the whole state of Maine. Now you do have an option to get a supplier, which I think we're going to look at now because I think they charge you more if you stick with the actual company. But everybody's complaining. Like there's people who are on like housing and stuff like that, whose bills used to be right around $100 a month, and they're now getting $300 to $400 a month.
Yeah,
bill.
we've got a handful. Like there's a handful of companies up here. Huh.
So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And it's a big thing. And now they're talking about increasing our prices more too, supposedly because they're building it. And we're not going to talk into this anymore because I can give full blown political on this one with our governor. So moving on to the,
we can talk about other things too.
Yeah, we're gonna move on here to an employee said bats got in her hair.
It can happen.
You thinking bats? I mean,
maybe she got bit. She had to go get rabies shots.
Fair.
Okay, fair. Well, she could have been if she went up to her basement.
Wait, how do you go up to your
I
basement?
was just gonna say.
I mean, addict. Dear God, addict, leave me alone. Shut up. I'm done with the internet today. All right, move.
Hey, we're only 40 minutes in. You got to keep going.
I know. An employee said she was bitten by a duck.
I mean,
I don't think that's a good call out of work, but
yeah, I mean, how much damage can a duck truly do to you?
right.
I mean,
I don't know. I've never been bit by one, and I never want to be.
I mean,
so
ducks don't even have teeth, do they?
I don't know. They can probably bite down pretty hard.
They got little bills. I'm sure they could nip your finger.
Maybe. All right, quick question before I go to this next call out. Does anybody in chat have arachnophobia? I believe that's what you call it, right? When you're scared of spiders. Gary, Zach. Wow, really, guys? All right. Anybody else in chat got arachnophobia down there? If you do, post it down in chat because this one here is an employee was experiencing traumatic stress from a large spider found in her home and had to stay home to deal with it.
No, I would fucking burn the house down and go to work.
If anything, that's more reason to go to work. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to stay in the house where a giant ass spider is that could fucking eat me. No.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's this? Fractured reality says you definitely don't want to see a duck's. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it though, but I gotta do it this way. You definitely don't want to see a duck's. Yeah, that's what he just said. My wife just posted to me. She goes, "I would keep my eyes on it until it was dead." So she wouldn't leave the house. She would stare at that spider until it was dead. All right. Oh man, moving on here to the next one. The employee said he'd gotten drunk the night before and was now suffering from a hangover. I don't think I've ever right. I don't think I've ever once called out of work with a hangover.
I mean,
if you're not feeling well,
I mean, before you go to bed after your night of drinking, you take 2 aspirin and down some freaking water, and you're golden the next day.
So when I used to drink a lot back in my 20s, I did that. I called off work because of a hangover.
Piper says, honestly, can't blame it. Come on, everybody. You don't have to be hungover. I mean, hangovers suck, but you can still work. Just buy some Powerade and some Gatorade.
Can't.
Yes, you can.
Dude,
you can 100%.
I
used to deliver furniture.
Yeah, I went to work and left an hour later. I was so tired.
When I was working as an employee at one of these call centers, we went out with our bosses pretty regularly and got real shitty.
Yeah.
And like, if you didn't show up the next day, you're in a lot of trouble because it's like, if you're going to go out and play with the boss, everybody is showing up shitty the next day, including the boss. So you didn't really have an excuse. You couldn't really call out.
See, it'd be really funny if you were a bartender, got really shitty during your shift, and then called off.
That'd be horrible. Right? So we got some TikTok comments on this one. It says, take shot of B12 and you're fine the next day. Get some BC headache powder and he'll be fine. I've gone to work still under the influence the next morning.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I
typically, if you are hungover, you are technically still under the influence because I think it's something like even if you quit drinking, we'll say 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to work at 7 or 8. There's no way that all that alcohol has gotten out of your system prior to you getting to work.
I've been at work still like shitty from the night before, like should have took a taxi.
I mean, dude, have I gone to work after drinking all night and worked all day, and I think I was still fucked up? Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
But
it's not fun.
I mean, did I work as hard? No.
Oh man. Next one is an employee caught their uniform on fire by putting it in the microwave to dry.
What the fuck? Why not just let it air dry? It'll be fucking dry by morning.
I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody trying to dry their clothes in a microwave. That's
Well,
the first for me.
The only way it'd probably catch on fire is if he put his pants in there because of the zipper.
Zipper of the buckle.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Imagine. Who would be stupid enough to put, oh shit, watch your language. Who would be idiotic enough to put their friggin' clothes in a dryer? I mean, not in a dryer, in a microwave.
In a microwave. In the dryer. Yeah.
Zach still raised his hand. All right, Zach. Have you done it?
No.
No, okay.
I have a fucking dryer.
Should make a TikTok of it, Zach.
Yeah. My microwave blows up and you be buying me a new one.
An employee woke up in a good mood and didn't want to ruin it.
I mean, that just sounds like facts.
Okay, well, dude, okay, I will say this. There was one time I texted my supervisor. He's really cool, but I was like, hey, I woke up not in the best mood. I'm not bringing that bad juju to work and giving everyone that negative energy, so I'm staying home. He's like, all right, see you tomorrow.
I've got Fracture Reality over on YouTube says, who'd be dumb enough to dry off their pet in the microwave? Oh my God, what?
Don't do it.
It was their clothes. I'm not sure if you heard us incorrectly, Fractured, but it was definitely their clothes that we talked about. We didn't say nothing about a pet. Dear God.
Don't do it.
That's animal cruelty. What are you doing?
What the hell? All right. An employee child stuck a mint up his nose and had to go to the ER to remove it. I believe that one.
Wait, did you call him an employee child?
No, an employee's child stuck a mint up his nose and had to go to the ER. I believe that one.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I have a child that ate freaking Icy Hut. So I 100% believe that. Oh, yeah. He thought it was toothpaste. Uh-huh. So I believe we were in the hospital for, I don't know, 2 hours after that happened because Icy Hot does have acetaminophen in it.
They have to pump his stomach?
No, we got lucky. He got this child, dude, has been so lucky with half of the friggin' stunts that he's pulled and shit. But he has a freaking flash card to the hospital like his father does. Okay, so he's doing good.
Man.
Dude, thank God my daughter's a picky eater and she would never eat shit that she doesn't know what it is.
Piper says she drank lighter, when she was 2 years old. Dear God.
That's gnarly, man.
Car says I got a button stuck up my nose when I was little and had to go to the ER. Dear God. All right, moving on. An employee's dead grandmother was being exhumed for a police investigation.
I mean, that could be a good excuse.
It can be.
You should be there for that, I guess.
Right, you should be there. But the question is,
especially if you're the only family members in where they live. So I mean,
but what if everybody in your business knows that your grandmother died of a heart attack, and there is no police investigation?
But how did she die of a heart attack?
Touche. All right. I'll go with it. Here's the next one then. I can believe that if it needs to be there. Piper says, an employee was feeling too upset after watching the Hunger Games. Man. I'm going to tell your employee that they must go ahead and go to the current president with that type of attitude. Just say. Moving on to the next one. An employee had a headache after going too many garage sales.
I mean,
maybe his wife pissed him off and he had a headache.
Listen, headaches are legit. Headaches are legit. I see that in our household. Like, I get them once in a while, but I don't get them bad with my wife. She gets hit hard with them. So I can believe a headache.
I mean, I love garage sailing and yard sailing, seeing what kind of cool, like old school shit you can find. But
Right.
I guess it depends on who the person is you're with going. If they fucking nag you the whole time, like I want to go home, it's like no,
Right.
you're giving me a headache.
So here's the next one that I can absolutely believe this, which is kind of a bullshit way to believe. An employee had to mow the lawn. Whoops, wait. There's a lot of sun out there in garage. So I just said that is true. Being out in the sun too much can go ahead and give you a headache. All right, next one is an employee had to mow the lawn to avoid a lawsuit from the homeowners association. I believe that because homeowner associations are stupid, ridiculous, and shouldn't even exist.
Well, yeah, dude.
Like you're gonna spend $500,000, $600,000, $800,000, if not more, on a home that's yours. It's supposed to be yours, but technically it's not because it's also you are set by rules and regulations on your house throughout that community. To me, that is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, my buddy's house. They wanted to build a fire pit and they were putting a fence up, and they got penalized for doing that because they weren't allowed to have that.
Huh.
But they bought their house was like $350,000, and they're like, well, what's the fucking point? Like, if I'm owning this shit, why can't I do what I want with it?
Right? Exactly. That's
Agreed.
it's the most ridiculous thing, and they should all be freaking stripped down, not have them. I don't even think you can fly a flag. Yeah, some of them you can't. Some you can, some you can't. Mayor says, I believe that, but you should have kept it up on your grass. You knew when you were moving to. That is true. You know, I'm guilty of letting my grass grow quite long. We've been getting hit with a shit ton of rain here in Maine, so I've been slacking a little bit of my grass. Although I just recently cut it, so it's short right now. But we're about ready to get hit with more rain, so I'll be out there this weekend. They can put liens on your house for the grass being what?
Is that for HOA?
Yeah, HOA. They can put liens on your home.
Dude,
That
HOAs are horrible.
Wow. Major says that's when you roll out of the subdivision and go buy acres of land so you can do what you want. Right, Major? Right?
Agreed completely.
I only cut my grass every other week. We can blame it on high gas prices. Right, Rick? Hey, I agree with that. Oh, that could be a whole. Yeah, I think homeowners association could definitely be a whole podcast episode. Oh man, you imagine we bring people onto the show that deal with it in their night. Oh man, there's stories that they could probably tell us. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that. I might have to.
Yeah, that's worth looking into for sure.
Paula, they're a complete racket. Yes, they are, Piper.
100%.
All right, here's the next one for y'all. An employee said a cow broke into their house and she had to wait for the insurance man. Believable? Not believable.
I mean, that could happen, especially if you're out in the country.
Yeah, I mean, but the cow ain't really technically going to break into your house.
You never know.
It's going to barge through your house.
Well, still, it's in your house.
It is in your house. I mean, there is a guy when I first started going on TikTok Live that I met on here who actually allows the cow in his house. It's his pet cow.
Done.
Miranda Lambert or whatever her name is.
A miniature cow? Do they have miniature cows?
Oh, no, this is a big ass cow, dude. This is a full cow.
Gary, you never seen a miniature cow? Dude, they're so cool. They get like the size of the mini horses.
No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Really?
You're fucking. Yeah. I'm not buying this.
Right now. Google miniature cow right now.
Hold on. I got to look it up. Miniature cow. I feel like. I mean, it looks like there are miniature cows.
There's miniature cows. I think there's miniature anything.
Hold on.
Gary's like,
I think there's miniature everything.
Bruh. Dude, they got miniature cows, dude.
Have you ever seen a finger monkey?
Don't tell me about these things,
Dude,
man.
Finger monkey?
Dude, they're literally the size of your finger. They're that tiny. That's as big as they get.
What? Pygmy marmosets.
So I'm going to go to boardpanda.com for some of their stuff because now we're losing Gary into checking out miniature animals. So we're gonna move on.
Miniature cows.
Here's one from another website because I'm going to bounce around from some websites here. This one is a random man broke in last night and he's sleeping on my couch.
Okay, if you knew he broke in last night, well, maybe you didn't now. I mean,
Sorry, what was that one? I didn't even
This
catch
one,
that.
a person called in because a random man broke in last night and he's sleeping on their couch. I mean, maybe it was that one night stand and then booted the person out on the couch, and now you got to wait for them to leave. I mean, because if someone technically broke in your house and is passing on your couch, you're not really waiting for them to wake up and leave. Yeah, you've got to,
Waiting for law enforcement to show
Number
up.
one, if someone broke into my house, okay, let me rephrase this. Yeah, if someone broke into my house and my daughter was here, or even if she wasn't here, I would still beat out of them. And wow.
right? Exactly. My wife says someone got drunk, brought someone home, and don't remember.
Yeah.
That's my segment exactly. All right, here's one that I think even one of my children would probably use. I have a new puppy. I need to play with him.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, this one here, I can see Gary using it back in his younger days. I'm pretty high right now, man. Hallucinating.
I mean,
I don't know if you'd have a job if you called out after doing that. I'm not sure if you'd have a job after that.
it depends on the job. I could probably say that to my job now, and they would probably just tell me to come in. It might help with sales.
Right? It could. I mean, because it might be something good to do while you're on sales. I'm just saying.
Depends on the industry. My industry right now, then it probably wouldn't be too negative.
Next one on this one is I actually downed a rum and Coke this morning thinking it was just Coke. Believable? Not believable.
Not believable.
Not believable?
No.
Oh, wait. Did you see that article where there's a church starting in Maine that uses hallucinogenics during their service? Really? No, I have not seen that article. I will definitely look into that one. By the way, Zach, my wife, before we go any further, folks, on these call-outs, my wife did send me an article that I'm going to reach out. I'm probably going to post in some of the local city forums about some haunted places here in Maine. And there are some locally right here in my town. So I'm going to start reaching out to these people.
We need to get this god darn hunt fucking going, man. It's almost Halloween time.
Right. Riley, who did my haircut? I actually have a local barber right down here at the end of the street that cut my hair for me. Moving on to the next one. I have issues and Spider-Man's coming over to solve them. Can't go to school. Oh, that's a school call out. Okay. All right. This one's a mix up or,
okay. See, I don't even think the school could be mad at that. I just fucking be like, that's awesome. Okay.
Right. Here's one for you. My dog's depressed.
It depends. Well, it depends on what kind of, if it's a service dog, you can't, you never know. Dogs have feelings too, Mark.
Okay. A chicken attacked my mother.
That's just funny.
I almost, if he didn't work tomorrow morning, early in the morning, I'd almost call my neighbor who has chickens to ask him if the chickens ever attacked him. All right, here's one. We all know someone that's probably done this before. They've called out of work by saying, my psychic told me not to.
Huh.
Never have.
No? Gary don't believe in psychics or mediums, and I still want to get a medium on the show.
Yeah, but if you want to do that, wouldn't they already know that you want them to do that, and they'd reach out to you?
Bingo.
All right, the next one on here is I was really sick tomorrow. That's the excuse.
I like it.
Really sick tomorrow. Imagine someone calls up and just calls you up out of the blue, goes, I was really sick tomorrow. Then they just hung up.
Wait, so they're calling out for the next day, but they're doing it the day before, saying I'm sick tomorrow?
Right. I feel like
I like it.
I feel like I want to prank call Bubba Henson. Just say that one to him.
I'm sick tomorrow. He'd be fucking questioning life. Like, wait, what?
Right. Hold on. Let's have some fun real quick.
Oh my God, are you going to do it?
Oh, yeah. Give me a sec. Because he's
Is he live?
I
Is he
don't.
live?
I don't know if he's live right now. I do know that he's out of state right now, having another TikTok gathering. Hold on, let's see. Bubba Henson. Here he is. Give me one sec. Let's see. All right, Chad. This is the first time ever doing one of these on here, so hopefully everybody can hear this. No one
Oh
can
my
see
god!
the
Dude,
number.
you should do a podcast of nothing but prank calls. That'd be so fun.
A prank call podcast.
Crank yankers.
Oh, my wife says a psychic should. A medium wouldn't. Oh, because she's responding to your response.
Oh wait,
to that.
mediums are people that They're still psychic mediums. They're fucking psychic. They're the same shit. Butterfly.
Bingo.
Here we go.
Just say it and then hang up.
I was really sick tomorrow.
Wait, did he hang up or did you?
No, he marked it.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I just had to. I mean, oh, she's calling me on my phone. Oh fuck! Hold on.
On speaker.
Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second, everybody. Here, we got Bubba Henson calling me for some reason. Hello,
Mark, I'm fucking watching you.
you're watching me.
Yeah.
Oh, you dick! Damn it! Where are you in there, Bubba?
I've been in here on a private. I've been here like a private unlisted account for like 30 minutes watching you.
You son of a biscuit. Well, I guess that didn't work out too well, did it?
And then plus you like said one thing and hung up. You know, you could have like tried to turn me on or something, try to get me erect.
Oh dear God! Bye, Bubba. Bye. Fucking Bubba. Oh shit.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, I guess so. Moving on to the next call out one. Oh man, let's see. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. An employee got wait, it's going back to those ones. Let's go over here then. An employee got a cold from a puppy.
Wait, what?
Got a cold or got cold?
Got a cold from a puppy.
I mean, can you get sick from pets?
Supposedly you can. Supposedly you can, or your pets can get sick from you. It's one or the other.
I mean, if it's possible, then sure, yeah.
Right? I mean, possibility. The employee insisted he locked himself in his house by mistake and that the house did not have any windows to crawl out of. What the fuck?
Nah.
No, that's far from being believable.
Nah.
Like, that, I mean, some of these call outs make your brain just go, it makes you want to think, like, can it? What? No, I cannot believe that. Brett Carb says that would be scary. What's going on, Vicky? We see Mick Fiddle-dee Diddle keeps coming in and out of this room like crazy. All right, here we go. It depends on what they're talking about, what phrase they're working on this one about, but an employee hurt his back chasing a beaver. It all depends on what beaver he's chasing.
Hey.
Hold on, where's my drum roll? There's my drum roll because I didn't have that one up for it. So I guess that's what they are. Moving on to the next one is room raiders. An employee was blocked in by police raiding her home.
Yeah.
I mean, she calling out of work because she can't get out because the police are currently raiding her house. So she's not in trouble by the PD, but they're raiding her house. What's that say about her boyfriend or whoever she's living with? Oh, Mick Fiddle says, I'm just making cameos to help you out. Dear God. Vicky says, true story. I had to wait till the apartment manager to come in to get me a spare key. Interesting. Mick Fiddle says, I mean, it could be true, but I would not tell my boss that. That's like calling your boss for bail. I actually, funny story. Back when I was younger, my boss did bail me out. I've only been arrested once in my life, And my boss did bail me out because the officer that arrested me said, listen, I don't want to bring you down to county. So he's like, you're sitting in this chair and making as many phone calls as you possibly can to get someone to bail you out here at the PD station. And then you're getting out of here.
All right.
I made phone calls. I said, what? I'm not saying, Piper. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't violent or anything like that. It was something small.
He was selling his booty on the corner.
You know it. No, not even that, Zach. All right, moving on. The meal he cooked for a department potluck didn't turn out well.
Depression is real with that one.
Yeah, that is pretty depressing. So, I mean,
Right. An employee had just put a casserole in the oven.
Solly. Never mind, I can't say it.
Or they ate too much birthday cake. These are some stupid freaking reasons.
I mean, if you eat too much birthday cake, I mean, it could cause you to feel sick. So
It could, but there's still no excuse to get out of work because you're feeling all nasty and grassy because you ate a bunch of fucking sugar.
Well, maybe you got food poisoning.
Fucking man up, a woman up, and go to work. It's just a little sugar, man. Come on, people. These want to make me yell. All right. An employee had a gallstone and they wanted to heal holistically. Screw that. You get gallstones, you get your ass to the ER and have them take out your gallbladder. Don't do that holistic. No. Gallstones hurt. Oh, they hurt. You get your ass to the ER and get that shit taken out.
I've never had those, and I'm so surprised I've never had kidney stones for as much Monster Energy drinks I drink.
I've had, supposedly, quote unquote, doctors said I've had kidney stones pass through. And I don't remember, but doctors say I've passed them through. But I've had gallstones where it put me in the fetal position, dude. And then I had to drive myself to the hospital and ended up having surgery that day. But yeah, gallstones are not fun. And the funny part is I had my gallbladder taken out. I think it was, oh man, it was just a few months after getting out of the Army. And I blame it on the military food. So this next one, an employee called in sick from a bar at 5 p.m. the night before.
I mean,
Gotcha, Vicky.
just let him know.
Can you imagine, like, hey, man, hey, can I get another course? Yeah, boss, I'm not going to make it in. This bar is popping. I'm not going to feel good in the morning.
Hey, okay.
Okay. Thank you for the finger hearts out there. We appreciate y'all's. All right, moving on. TikTok keeps freezing, Vicky says.
Thanks for the finger hearts.
Or better yet, an employee put petroleum jelly in their eyes.
I mean, why though? Why would you put that in your eyes?
Right? Why would you put petroleum jelly in your eyes?
This had Solly written all over it.
Oh my God, you have a radio voice, Haley says. Thank you. Moving on to the next one. Employee said he had to watch a soccer game that was being played in Europe. Oh, right there, Steven. Putting that in your eyes, I guess, reduces inflammation. I am not, Haley. I have been married with my wife now for almost 25 years. 25 years we've been together.
That's a long time, dude.
It is a long
25
time.
years.
25 years. You got to think our oldest son is 23 years old.
She has a heart of gold.
She does. She's sticking up in my ass that long? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Let's see. Moving on to the next one here. An employee thought Flag Day was a legal holiday.
I mean,
dude, you never fucking know.
I mean, there have been. No. So Haley, we've been together for 25. We've been married. And no, definitely not 7. I'm 43 years old, man. My wife, I'm got with my wife when she was, oh boy, 16 is when I started seeing her. She was 16 years old. She may correct me here shortly, but I think she was 16 when we started seeing each other. You look like, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been told that the haircut made me look younger, so that's a plus. All right, moving on to the next one here. I'm 41. Rick Carp says, an employee said his mother made his favorite dish and he ate too much. Wow, there's a lot of people that call up because they ate too much food.
I mean,
Is that a good reason to call out?
no.
no.
Is it truthful though?
I mean, like, seriously, if you're going to call up multiple times because you ate too much food, why would you eat so much? Like, I sometimes power load food in me before going to work only because I want to burn off that food and not buy any food when I go to the store. Because first thing we always do when we head off to work is we stop at the store to buy drinks. And if I don't eat a big meal, I end up buying fatty cakes left and right. I'm like, oh, honey bun, that's going to be great halfway through this account. Ooh, chips. Hell yeah, that's going to be a great snack for this long ass drive, right? So you're buying all this. So now I try to eat as much as I can at home for dinner. So I'm not thinking about food when we go to the store, because you ever hate that when you go to the store and you shop hungry?
Dude.
I mean, that's the fucking worst.
It really is. It really is.
So I have a story that has nothing about someone calling off because they ate too much, but there was a dude that I worked with one time. We had a big steak cookout at my work, and they had a whole boxes of steaks left over, so they put it in the fridge. I think they put it in there for like night shift or whatever. Someone stole the box of steaks, and then the next week, a dude brought steak in every day for the whole week. And that's how he got caught, and they fired him.
I mean, fuck, I guess he's hungry, but damn.
Not very smart.
No,
Yeah.
you're not going to steal from the company and then bring it right back into the company.
Dude, yeah, like he brought it in the first day, and we're like, oh, where's ours at? He's like, I got plenty at home.
He thought a week was long enough, huh?
Right?
Right.
Really quick shout out to Vicky Bosch's oldest son for turning 20 years old today over on there on Facebook. Happy
Hey,
birthday. Vicky's
Happy
oldest
birthday.
son. Happy
Hell
birthday.
yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here to the next one. An employee said the wind blew the deck off their house. That's believable depending on
Tornado.
right? Tornado. Well, we just saw a picture on Facebook of somebody's glass table blowing off into their pool and shattering. That would suck because you can't just vacuum out that water. You can't drain the pool because those glass shards are 100% in that liner by now.
Right.
That would suck. Man, you guys got me wanting to do a prank call now. I didn't got no one to prank. I live
Dude, oh God, if I had a microphone and you could hear me good like you, I would so do it right now.
An employee was late because they overslept because their kids changed all the clocks in the house. I believe it.
I believe it.
My kids were major pranksters. I got someone for you. Oh, McFiddle, you'd have to probably message it to me on TikTok, and then I'd put it in the computer phone because we have a phone dedicated to the studio. But y'all would have to let me know what we do to them.
Dude, it'd be really funny if you had two phones, you put them side by side so that both the speakers could hear each other, and you prank called two Chinese restaurants.
Dude, so speaking of that, right? I used to have an app on the PC, not an app, but a website you used to go to that you could do that to it. It costs you credits and you pay for it and you put in the numbers. You can make two people call each other, or you would actually sit there and put in someone's number and have a pre-recording and argue with this person and then be able to listen to it. And the call, when they hung up the call, you'd get the recording of it. I think I've tried doing it to Gary back in the day. Like, it's an old app, man. But it was friggin' badass. Let me see here. Mick Diddle, feed Diddle. Did she send me a message? She did not yet. All right. I will keep an eye out for that message if there is somebody you want me to prank. Yeah, you remember that one? You just have to let me know what we're going to do. Give you a minute. All right, gotcha. Let me know when you send over that message. We'll keep moving on real quick. All right, next one on here is an employee ordered a pizza that was late being delivered, and they had to be home to pay for it. I mean, we live in a world where you pay now with your debit card over the phone or on the computer. I mean, I don't think I've given Domino's, because that's where I typically, or even our local pizza joint, cash in a very long time because the card's just easier.
tip in cash.
I even tip on the card.
So, Mark, if you do a prank call, you should act like a radio station and tell them that they just won front row center tickets to like Taylor Swift or something.
Oh, dear God.
Or like Matt Rife.
Matt Rife. Oh, right. Or like say that a friend of theirs has nominated him.
Contest.
Has entered him into a contest. Yeah.
Or say they just won a house.
No. Hold on. Well, we'll wait because McFiddle knows this person. So we'll let McFiddle kind of give me a scenario because if they know this person, they'll know what gets them.
Did you ever hear about the radio station guys that said that I think it was like caller like 112 or whatever? If they were caller 112, they won $100,000, and this dude got it, and he was freaking the fuck out. And he's like, "Man, I can't believe I've been listening for hours." And they're like, "What are you gonna do with the $100,000, bro?" He's like, "Man, I have a shit box for a truck. I'm gonna buy a new truck." And they're like, "Wait, how are you gonna do that with a candy bar? You just want $100,000 bar?"
That's fucking awesome.
The guy got so pissed. He's like, "I've been listening for 4 fucking hours, man."
Well, that's like
Fucked up.
that YouTuber there that promised everybody like a PS5 out of New York. Did you see that? And it started riots and they're like out in the freaking New York City for it because they never showed up. And dude, it was thousands and thousands of people that showed up.
Gnarly riot too.
And just started rioting because the guy never showed up for the PS5. It was all done for clout.
That was Friday?
Yeah, because my employee told me about it when he was working with me last night. He was talking to me about it.
I think it was on Friday. And then there was like, I saw a video online of some guy. He's like walking around in that same plaza on Saturday, or it was this morning. I can't remember. And he's just like, look, 24 hours ago, this place was a riot, literally a riot. And he's like, look, today you could come and buy 5 little sweet corns for $5. Like yesterday, riot, today, pick up your sweet corn. He's like, that's how fast New York moves. So that's kind of crazy to see that the fact that it would like, have a riot one day and then the next morning, 12 hours later or whatever, it's like a farmer's market.
Right. There's that, or then there's that Boston cop that went down what they call the death slide.
Oh, I saw that video. It was funny as fuck.
Dude, that cop got injured. Like, dude, this slide is crazy. Gary, have you seen it?
No.
All right. If I would have known I was going to talk about this, I would have had it pulled up so I could have talked to it.
Dude, here, let me see if I can find it.
Google Boston death slide.
I'll search it on TikTok.
Gary's looking it up right now. This is good. Well, you guys, we're carrying on a quick conversation real quick while I wait on McFiddle to send me something. McFiddle is sending me a phone number here. Found it?
Yeah. Hold on, Gary. Check us out. Okay, watch this shit.
Oh my God.
That slide
Say
right
that
there.
again. Yeah, let me see that
Look at
again.
hill in that slide. Look at that hill.
How did he come out on his stomach? I'm sure he didn't start.
No adult survives that slide. Like, it's where that kids go down it just fine. Any adult that goes down that slide does not make it down properly.
Dude, that's pretty gnarly.
Dude, that's funny as fuck, bro.
Any adult who goes down that slide does not survive it. Does not go down it properly. They're coming down out of it hurt. Like,
how though? Why?
It's called a death slide for a reason. Like, the city is talking about putting warnings up, make sure they tell people that it's for kids only. It's like kids are smarter than adults at this point because the kids know how to go down this thing. And then when adults go down it, they do exactly what that cop just did.
Dude, he got
he screwed up his wrist.
Looks like he got pretty fucked up. Yeah.
He got time off on that. Like, I think he was doing, officer relation with the kids and stuff, showing them, hey, look, I'll go down the slide for you guys. And yeah, I don't think he'll ever go down a slide again in his life.
Dude.
Yeah, but Yeah, you gotta admit, dude. If his people at the fucking police station saw that shit,
Oh, dude,
dude.
he's getting razzed at the PD for the rest of his life, man. If he was smart, he's gonna retire soon because, like, that is, yeah, man. He's getting teased until he does get out. That's bad. Oh,
trying to find
man.
it online. I can't find it online.
Oh, dear God. So I'm waiting for Mick Fiddle. Obviously, messaged me back, and I'm just kind of scrolling through some of these call outs. There's one in here where an employee said it was too cold to work.
Well, I mean, if your car is fucking, too iced over.
Yeah, freaking warm it up.
Well, dude, no. We had an ice storm here one time, and I couldn't even open my doors because there was so much ice on my car.
Zach, we know you have an electric starter in your car.
No, I don't.
Really? Well,
I wish I did, but no, I don't.
it's like $100, Zach. Go buy one.
Oh, I'm fucking lazy. Okay.
It doesn't mean you have to install it.
Well, yes, it does.
Oh,
It means I have to get my happy ass out to go get it and install it, and I'm just not all about that.
like $100, you get one, put it in your car. You can start that bitch up and have a nice warm ride to work.
My car heats up pretty fast as it is, so I'm good.
So people out here, because we're in Oregon, it doesn't really snow all that often. So a lot of people, there was one day where it was me and the boss were the only two people at work because it snowed and like nobody wanted to drive into work. But I had just got my pickup truck and it was kind of fun just to kind of like be the only person on the street. So that was pretty dope.
Oh, dude. So we had a big snowstorm. I think like 3 years ago when I was.
I got you, McFiddle.
I was at the other job I was at, and our boss literally came through and gave us papers saying if there is a level 3, you still have to come into work. And I looked at him, I was like, so are you gonna bail me out of jail? Are you gonna unrepo my car? Because I'm not fucking coming. He's like, you have to be here. I was like, well, I'm telling you right now, I'm not fucking coming if there's a level 3. I was like, because you're not even the only cars allowed on the road at that point are emergency vehicles.
All right, Gary and Zach. In 2 seconds, I'm going to need you gentlemen to mute your phone, mute your microphones.
Who are you doing?
I'm calling a lady named Ashley.
Oh my God! Yeah, I know Ashley.
I'm going to be telling her them a Boston from the Boston Police Department about a gentleman that she recently met at the airport in Orlando.
Is this going to be impersonating a police officer? Or are you breaking any rules by doing this?
I mean, that is kind of
oh shit. Yeah, Mick Fiddle. I'm gonna have to hold on. We gotta figure something out then because
I would just do the fucking radio thing. Like say that.
Well, no, because I guess it's detailed to make her believe it, right? So she met some weird guy in Orlando. So what can we do? A private investigator. There we go. Private investigator.
Would that still be? That would still be
impersonating. You're impersonating a police officer.
The private investigator is not a police officer, though.
It's close
enough.
Yeah, that's kind of skirting the law. I just want to. I mean, if you want to do it, go for it. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
there might be some.
Okay, well, let's think about this then.
McFiddle, are you trying to get Mark arrested? What the fuck?
Yeah. What? Jesus.
How can we do this then? Let's think about this real quick.
Dude,
what can we do?
SWAT is going to show up on your front yard in like 5 minutes, bro.
Right, I'll get swatted.
We definitely don't want that to happen.
No, we definitely don't. Hold on. Well, let's think about this. So she met a guy in Orlando. That's kind of, I'm open to creativity here. All right, gentlemen, let's figure this out real quick before we do this. So she met a guy in Orlando.
Okay.
So if this is a context that we have,
what if you're the guy's brother?
Did she like this guy in Orlando? Did she feel a connection with him? Did she feel a connection with this guy in Orlando? Because then I could be playing a brother of him or a buddy of him, saying them.
Yeah, to scare her.
No, she was just being she was just being nice, but she had no clue who he was.
Okay, wait, yeah, just act like you're the dude or something. If you're trying to scare her, act like you're the dude and fucking say like, I know where you are right now. You're in Las Vegas.
God, Jesus.
No, from the radio show, and we're doing a show about lost connections. And
missed connections.
Zach, you're going to come on as a guy. We're going to get Zach involved. You're going to come on as
she knows my voice, though.
Gary, you come on as the guy.
Not doing it.
Come on, man.
Not participating.
Come on as the freaking guy, because this would be
only
awesome.
on this
I
one.
could be like a radio connection. Like his name is Jose.
Or say you work at that airport or something and say something about, I don't fucking know, do something like that. You can't get in trouble for impersonating a person at an airport.
No, but I was going to act like a radio host doing a show on Lost Connections and wanted to connect her with the guy, Jose. Because Jose felt like there was a spark there.
Or just say that he contacted you guys.
And see if she really thought it could go somewhere, like interview her on it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got you. All right. Go ahead and mute your phones.
I'm muting myself.
All right. Get everybody. All right, everybody. We're going quiet over here. Everybody's staying quiet. We're gonna try playing this out here. Let me see here. So I'm gonna put in her phone number here in 2 seconds. I think I'm already dialing it wrong. Yep. All right, let's see here. All right. Can y'all hear my daughter in the background? Adriana, shh, quiet on set. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn on my microphone a little bit there so that maybe that'll cut out her voice. Okay. All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? Is this DJ John from 95.9 out here in Orlando? Is this Ashley?
Yes.
Ashley, what is going on? Boy, you're a hard person to get a hold of. Do you remember a guy named Jose? We're out here doing a show about lost connections. You remember a guy named Jose by the chance, Ashley?
No.
No, well, Jose definitely remembers you. I guess you guys had this long glare with each other over at the airport. And Jose felt like there was a connection there. And he was looking for us to reach out to you. And it took us a while to find out who you were.
Okay.
So you don't remember Jose at all?
Maybe on the border in the Orlando airport.
All right. So did you think, like, when you were looking at Jose, did you feel like there was a connection there yourself, or?
That always just seemed like a nice person.
Gotcha. Well, are you single?
Yes.
Man, I think we should be trying to bring Jose into the show. I mean, would you be willing to talk to Jose on the show?
I'm actually in a lift headed home right now, so
that's fine. So, like, are you afraid to talk on the phone while driving? Do you want to do this another time? Like,
yeah, because I'm almost home.
Jose, it sounds like she's putting you off, my man. I mean,
no, I'm sorry, I'm almost home.
Oh man, is there someone waiting for you at home, Ashley? Is that why you can't talk to Jose right now?
No, I'm just almost home. I gotta unpack, so.
You gotta unpack. So you're just getting back. All right. So listen. Oh, she hung up on me. Damn.
God damn. Sorry, Jose.
Sorry, Jose. No luck there, Jose. No luck.
Oh, that was great.
Things will do when we start running out of context. I need a better subject tomorrow, folks. And if you guys got any subjects for next week,
Rando Nautica.
No Rando Nautica.
See, Gary, even a fucking 2 against 1, you lose.
What's that? That makes her think twice. Oh boy, Mick Fiddle. She'll probably be calling you next. You'll probably get a phone call very soon, Mick Fiddle. Oh man, that was good. Wait, because the radio station has not rang back yet. So let's see. She really wanted to get off that phone real quick.
Seems like it.
It did. All right, chat. Well, I mean, we're about an hour and a half in. Is there anybody else y'all want us to do real quick before I get off? They got to be in the right time zone, though. Right now, we're 10:43 East Coast time.
Oh, dude, I should give you my mom's number and say that I got arrested.
No, that's impersonating an officer. Y'all just had me almost get in trouble with McFiddle, Zach. I mean, unless I act like a buddy of yours.
Okay, how about this? I'll give you my mom's number and say that I just won a competition for like $500,000 or something like that, but you can't get a hold of me because I'm ignoring the phone calls. I probably don't know who it is, and be like, can you please get a hold of him?
How did he get her number?
Because maybe you can put like
You can put a secondary contact on there.
secondary contact on there.
All right, Zach, snap it to me. Snap it to me.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so
Just
funny.
snap me your last name too, and I'll censor out your last name when I'm doing the call, so she'll hear the censor. All right, let's see here. All right, we're about to prank Zach's mother.
Do
Pretending
you even know
that
how to
Zach.
pronounce my last name?
I fucking hope I can do it. I hope it ain't something bad.
Fuge.
Okay, easy. That's easy.
All right, there it is. Her name is Brenda.
Brenda. All right, give me 1 second. So we're gonna censor your last name as if it is a radio giveaway, though. So that way it works. All right. Stand by, chat.
You want me and Gary to mute our mics?
Yes, definitely mute your microphones. Does your mom have another phone where she can try calling you if this ends up going through? No. All right. Brenda.
Hello.
Hi, is this Brenda?
Yeah.
Brenda, this is Jammin' Johnny from 95.9 Red Hot. We're calling because we're trying to get a hold of your son, Zach Fuge. And I'm just wondering, have you heard from him? We cannot get a hold of him. And he just recently won $500,000, baby. But we can't get a hold of him. And if we can't get a hold of him within the next 10 minutes, he loses the money.
Who does he call?
He calls us. He knows the number. We've been trying to reach out to him. He's supposed to answer his number. He's got you down as a backup contact. They are allowed 2 phone numbers to enter in on the slip. And he knew the giveaway was happening tonight. But he's literally now got 9 minutes to get a hold of us, or he loses $500,000.
All right, I'll contact you.
All right, Brenda. Let's see if we can make it happen. He's now got 8 minutes, Brenda. He's got 8 minutes.
I'm waiting for her to call or text.
Okay, let's see if she calls Zach. Zach will end up going off air if that happens because he's not live on his tablet, which means she knock him off his phone.
Super calm on that one. Like I'm sure if my mom got a call thinking that I won $500,000,
Right, she was
be like,
very
"What?
calm.
For what?
She was
What is
extremely
this?" Like,
She probably knows it was a prank.
Think so?
I'm fucking.
yeah.
I think he's still on the phone with his mother. He's losing it right now. She's got to be.
Can you hear me?
Well, I hear you now.
No, we couldn't hear anything.
How was that conversation? How was it?
losing it right now. Can you hear me?
Oh, shit. Hold on.
How was that conversation?
Hold on. Zach, you got that echo. Zach, will be right back. Hold on. Yeah, when you answer a phone call on TikTok and then you go live again, it throws the echo. He'll be right back in. Hold on. Oh, Piper's requesting to come in. We'll bring you in just a second. Piper, you disappeared. I'll bring you in a second, Piper. Hold on. Let's bring back in Zach. I didn't even see Piper down there until I clicked on to bring Zach in. All right, we're bringing Zach in real quick. His mom just called him. Wait for Zach to load. Now Zach's having issues. Now he can't get in. That's the power of his mama right there. She's haunting him after freaking he just played a prank on. She's like, bitch, you are not getting back live on TikTok right now.
Now the anticipation, everybody has to fucking wait to hear what happened.
Right? Like everybody's dying now. Like what happened, Zach?
That's too funny.
We're trying this again. Stand by. I'm not sure if Zach's resetting TikTok or not, but I saw him in there. All right, I got a guest request. It's from Zach. Let's bring him in. Come on, Zach, load up. There we go.
All right.
All right, what happened, Zach? Tell us.
So she called me and she's like, "Did you just call and prank me?" I was like, "No, I was in bed. Why?" And she's like, "Oh, well, apparently you won $500,000." I was like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "Are you fucking with me?" I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" She's like, "You swear?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" First of all, I can't swear until I know what you're talking about. She's like, "No, do you swear that that's real?" I was like, "What, about a competition?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, I mean, I've done things for radio stations before in the past, but I didn't know that there's one going on now. She's like, "Well, you might want to call them. They said you had 7 minutes." And I was like, "Wait, Mom, are you fucking with me or do you swear?" And she's like, "You're a little dick," and then hung up.
All right, so she put it together then. She realized she put it together.
That's pretty good.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Damn it! I thought she'd be like more ecstatic than that. She didn't. She's like, "I was in bed." I was like, "Oh, sorry."
See, the sad part is we need to get one going together where I can bring you guys in on one. See, I know Gary won't participate, but if we can get one, we bring.
Does anyone have like a favorite movie star, and then like me or Gary or both of us can act like them on the radio show and like talk to them?
Dear God, be like, listen, your friend nominated you to speak to so and so. We have them on the phone right now. Would you like to say hi? And then have Zach come in and be like, "Oh man, that would be fucking hilarious."
That would be funny.
It would. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. I don't sound like Ryan Reynolds though.
I was going to say we need to get like one of the AI voice changing things going to do that. Is that live? Like, can you use that voice?
I cannot use that on here. I could use it on that. They would hear it, but people on TikTok would not.
Interesting.
Yeah, like if I was to load it up right now, I'd have to change some audio settings, but people on the phone would hear it. Someone says, "Zach, I feel like you could do Deadpool."
Yeah, that's Ryan Reynolds. Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
All right, chat. How about we'll do this, chat? I will hype it up. How about we have some fun next week? You guys going to have to remember we cannot do the East Coast because East Coast would be kind of late. We can do mid and west. We can do a podcast, prank call podcast. Because I got the studio number, man. The studio number is all on the PC, so it's not attached to. Well, wait a minute.
I can't even do Scooby Doo, bro.
I will get a Skype number for that one.
Like,
I will sign for a free Skype number for that one. But that would be a fun show.
That would be.
But it'll be, folks, you prank, right? You guys would have to make sure they're people you know, though. We're not just going to do random people. These would be people you know, people you're like, oh, man.
Well, see, I don't know anyone from the fucking West Coast or anything, so.
But what time is your time right now, Zach?
I'm same time as you. I'm East Coast.
Oh, so you are 100% East Coast.
Yeah, it's 10:52 where I'm at.
All right.
Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother. I like it. He's from Cleveland, though, so that would be our time.
Right. McFiddle says she's got West Coast time.
I got a couple people you could probably prank.
Oh, Gary's got some people. Imagine that. There we go. I mean, I bet you our sister has never even heard my voice. I bet you we could get my sister right now. Our sister. How?
Yeah.
Our sister doesn't really know my voice on something like this. Like, I could probably mess with my sister.
Who's her favorite actor?
We don't know much about our sister. We know she's in the raves.
She likes EDM. She likes EDM.
EDM, raves. She's a big time partier.
Does she have a favorite DJ? Because DJs don't ever speak, you know. So I mean,
well, I'm sure she likes that guy Marshmallow that everybody likes.
Well, we'll do some digging, and for next week we can add her to the mix.
We'll add her to the mix.
Oh, that'd be funny because DJs don't ever really speak, and if they do, it's over a microphone and they're yelling, so you don't know what their calm voice really sounds like.
Right, exactly. So that'd be a good one. All right, we'll think of some good stuff for next week. We'll have some fun. There is a guy that does it on here. So I just I'll make sure I make known on TikTok. We're not stealing his show. We're coming out here to do fun. There is a guy, like, he charges people money to do pranks on TikTok. Like, he literally, they send them like $5 for him to do a phone call. Like, he has a website set up. It's so weird. Like, his subscribers allow like one phone call a week or some shit. Oh yeah, dude. The guy's got it down, man. But yeah, we can do it. The Marshmallow Station, Rick Carp says. What are you talking about, DJs? Yes, we do speak. Yeah, DJ Scooby does speak. Shout out to... Yeah, I see you out there, Bendy.
Oh, Jesus.
Bendy always comes into my lives and throws something out like that. All right, Chad. So next week, prank call next week. Prank call. I will make a video and start hyping it up. I will create the event tomorrow for it. And we will do prank calls next podcast for shits and giggles. I've yet to have a really, really fun podcast like that. So I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to do a whole prank calling podcast.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
It would be. And I think with Google Voice or even Skype, I can call anywhere. I think I can even call some other countries.
I think there's a cost on that.
I think I've got Canada for free.
I'd be...
Canada's hardly another country.
That is true. That is true. I think I can call Mexico.
Good luck.
Call someone from Mexico. Prank Sully. Tell him he won.
He won.
I don't think no one has Sully's number.
I don't want Sully's number.
Brett Carp says Google Voice can call anywhere. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I could actually do that. I will keep Google Voice. I will just change Google accounts because you can have Google Voice and multiple Googles. So I've got other Googles.
Shit, it's already been 2 hours on this podcast.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours, man. We're done.
That's crazy.
Right? Fucking podcast goes quick, man.
Man, especially when you're having fun. Like last week was the Mandela Effect, dude. That went until like fucking midnight.
Dude, that was an awesome fucking show. The Mandela.
Mark's still looking Mandela shit up.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, Gary, you know what he did? So after the podcast was over, he Snapchatted me a video of him. And he was... So all you could hear is like water hitting like other water, and it sounded like he was taking a piss. And like I sent him a message back because all you can see is his face, and all you hear is this water. Man, I was like, "Are you pissing?" And then right when I sent that, he sent a video back. Said, "By the way, I'm not pissing. I'm filling up my water bottle." It was the Mandela Effect.
God, dude.
I got that ion bottleless water filter, man. It's fucking great.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll fill my cup up.
That's fun. That's pretty good.
I was clothed, DJ Scoot. Bendy, Mark, do you have an... I do, Bendy. I don't want to say her name's too loud over there because she is next to me, Bendy. She is next to me over there. If I say her name loud... Actually, she might be muted because my kids like to mess with her quite a bit. Alexa.
I always love fucking with people's Alexas on lives and battling them.
Oh, it's great, dude. It's great.
If I'm battling them, I'll be like, "Hey, Alexa, play moaning noises."
Oh, boy. I'm not sure. Hold on. Alexa, in Welsh, say coffee bean 100 and... Whoops, hold on. Alexa, say coffee bean 100 in Welsh.
Coffee bean 100 in Welsh is cant far coffee.
Wait, what? What just said? Wait, do it again.
I can't. I think it says see you next Tuesday.
Wait, do it again.
I'm gonna get bananas on TikTok.
No, you won't.
It said see you next Tuesday coffee. Oh man. That was all Bubba Henson's in there with his eyes now. Does Siri do the same thing though? Hold on. Let's see.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Hey Siri. Say coffee bean 100 in Welsh.
I can't translate into Welsh yet.
Wow, Siri's stupid.
That's not nice.
Oh, man. What a show. What a show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget, next week, we're going to do prank calls. That's right. Next week's prank calls. Tomorrow night, though, is the night of trash talking, having fun, and who will win the boxes. That's right. We are doing toxic boxes. And by the way, did I mention Sully won last week?
Yeah, you probably got lucky.
No, I'm lying. I believe it was McFiddle.
Sully told me he won.
Maybe Sully did win. Did Sully win? I can't remember. If Sully did win.
Yeah, I think McFiddle told me that he won too.
Oh, then it was Sully. So that means Sully got your crown, Zach. Sully
it hasn't been my crown in like 3 weeks.
I know, you're slacking. When are you going to come in and take the podium again?
I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
All right, chat. Can Zach take the podium tomorrow? Does he got the kahunas to take the podium? That's the question. But listen, everybody, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and hit us up with the outro. I want to say thank you to everybody tuning in over on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and now Twitter. We're over there on Twitter as well. Yeah, X. Sorry, not even Twitter anymore. It's now X. For everybody tuning in on X. Yeah, Zach, you know Twitter changed, right?
So you just made an X video.
I did make an X video.
I've never had Twitter, so I didn't even know it changed its name.
Yeah, it's now X. Elon Musk changed it to X.
I can't wait till he gets his ass kicked.
Well, see, I don't know. Elon might take him.
I think he's going to win.
You think Elon's going to win?
Before you log off this podcast,
yes.
Did you watch the Jake Paul Nate Diaz fight last night?
I did not. I was working.
I did, and dude, Nate Diaz looked like dog shit. The punches he was throwing made it look like my 4-year-old was hitting me.
Wow.
Jake Paul fucked his face up in the first round. And yeah, and then Jake Paul challenged him to an MMA fight. He's like, since we did boxing, let's do MMA. And Nate Diaz agreed to it. So now they're doing MMA.
Nice. Well, for anybody who's interested in the Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg fight, that will be live on X. Elon Musk did make a tweet, or he did make an X post saying that it will be live streamed on X. So keep that in mind. Also, the Mark G Show needs more followers on the X. So make sure you follow the Mark G Show. So I get to 1,000 followers on there. I've got over friggin' 1,200 followers now by Facebook, but we need to get the X up there. So make sure everybody's tapping, sharing. What the fuck am I saying? I'm out of here. Goodbye, y'all. Hold on. Shit. Where is my outro? Zach, you broke my system. Here we go.
You've been listening to the Mark G Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on The Mark G Show.